Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. I am Andrea Adams, and I'm your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. I am honored to present to you this morning Godfrey Stephen Okiria. With over a decade of experience in public health, Godfrey Stephen Okiria works with UNICEF Uganda to hone his expertise in emergency preparedness and response. His work is driven by a mission to safeguard orphans and vulnerable children, a focus he strengthened during his time at Bay College of Medicine Children's Foundation in Uganda. He is committed to improving early childhood education and coordinating health services. It's my pleasure to present to you Godfrey Okiria.
Hello, good morning, Andre.
Hi, good morning. Greetings to you. So we're going to be having a beautiful fireside chat. And thank you so much for being here on the Black Business Network. So I just want you to start off with just telling us a little bit about you, please.
Thank you so much. And once again, I begin by, appreciating the Black Business Network for giving me the opportunity to appear and showcase my personal career, experiences, and journey that I come through. So Godfrey Stephen Okiria is my name. I come from the eastern part of Uganda, a region called Teso. Teso sub-region. Uganda is in Africa. And I am the 8th born in a family of 10 siblings. So I'm also still a child, although aged now. But I'm very happy to be on the call because when there's such an opportunity to share what you have done as Great Business Olympics, I think it was really a big opportunity for me to come and speak about my experiences as Godfrey, and how these have changed me as an individual, but also how they've impacted on the lives of the children, the communities out there, and then the needy population. So it's really an honor to be here. So who is Godfrey? With over 20 years exactly this year, 20 years experience in humanitarian work, specifically a very sound background in serving the vulnerable populations, the children affected by HIV specifically, or armed conflict. Over the last 30 decades, we had the armed conflict in the northern part of Uganda and then the eastern part where I'm born. And I was also partly affected by this. So at the age of 7 years, I dropped out of primary one, just at the beginning. So, but through the support of other family mechanisms, I was able to get back to school. And because of that support, I am here today. I'm happy that I used that opportunity greatly as an individual to give back to the communities that need kinds of minds like yours and experiences like mine, the needy children, the vulnerable women, the youth who are out there rampant, mostly hit by unemployment, and then the many adolescents. So I come with that experience, having worked with the civil society organizations locally, but also, as you did mention, worked with the United Nations, that's UNICEF, but also right now engaged with a lot of more voluntary engagements with Vision Afrique. Vision Afrique, that is a think tank that wants to bring in all the Africans within Africa and in the diaspora, that we can reclaim our past as Africans and work together towards glorifying that, since we have the endowment of resources and the blessing of the natural weather and climate. Yes, so that is briefly about me, and thank you once again for inviting me to the show. Thank you.
Oh, it's indeed quite a pleasure to have you here. So I understand that you specialize in events management and international relations. What would have actually inspired you to pursue such careers?
Yeah, I think over really the years, it's been an aspect that involves networking, collaborations, and partnership. Because as I gave you the example of these very many vulnerable women and the communities that need help, but given our limited resource envelope, we cannot meet all the needs. The government of Uganda and all the other civil actors cannot really. So now called for the need to reach out to the international community, reach out to other funders or the donors to see how best to bridge the gaps. So given that background, we had to think outside the box. And when given such a platform as the Black Business Olympics, it's such a platform that makes us to reach to the millions out there to see how best we improve and channel resources to the most needy in our communities, in Africa, and also the other places. And second to that, I have also seen that many people come with the need. The need is huge, but they do not have the capacity to organize their needs into a project that can raise some funding or support. So then we have to organize them into communities, get their feedback through the different community engagement platforms, and then use this feedback to support them to come up with proposals that can help to generate this funding, either from within the local governments or outside through other partners and agencies that can fund. But most important, all of these need to be organized. There's having all this together, but without the management that puts events together, that puts a right approach together, that brings in a smooth interrelationship between the host community and then the donor. So it's because of that that I built my capacity to blend, to understand what are the needs of the local populace and what is it that the donor or the other agency that can come into support needs to know. So it began to, streamline my journey of managing events, ensuring that I acquire the skills and prerequisites for international relations. And I'm happy it is through this that I'm here today to share with the Black Business Olympics through this engagement. And great thanks to Dr. Kelly for giving me the chance to appear in this. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you so much. So there's nothing like You say if you do what you love to do, you're not really working. So can you share with us a little bit on your personal story and how does it correlate to your professional goals?
Yeah, and I think as earlier alluded to, at the age of 7, when we're affected by armed conflict at that time, in a family of 10, 9 of us were still at school. We literally dropped off school because our dad then was murdered and was the sole breadwinner. So, but because of the support mechanisms from other, family members that saw what we're going through, the hard work of our mother, who was, the housewife, then it kind of, inspired us to really work hard. That without hard work, without commitment, without that further push, you're going to just rot and get destroyed here. So it gave the feeling that, oh, if we have come this far because of the support mechanisms, because of the love of others, because of the exposure from the others, I think it is time for us to give back. So I'll tell you, as a family, that is we are very warm, we're very welcoming, we're very open-hearted, and indeed that's truly what Uganda is—a very warm country at large. And if you have not been to Uganda, I want to invite you one day that this is the place to visit. So it's that experience that has made me use all my qualities, the attributes that I've achieved over the years, to see that how can I use the same skills to push further and give back. So that is what drives me. Really. Thank you.
Amazing. There's nothing like passion, and that's what definitely helps. So, what unique skill sets do you bring to the table?
One of the things that I really am very proud of that I possess and come with is my interpersonal communication skills. That's very critical. And I'm very easily adaptable to any community. I need just 1 or 2 hours to settle in and able to, interact, join, and fit there. That is a very critical skill. And then number two, the need to improve daily my advocacy skills because through persuasive advocacy, keeping lobbying there, we're able to create these networks and to get some resources that we can channel to build all of the others. But also very important as an individual, I have my own values that have driven me this far. And I summarize this in the name Eric, as in ERIC. E stands for excellence, R stands for respect, I integrity, and then C commitment. So whatever assignment that I am given, I am driven by those values and they guide and shape everything that I do and also the environment that I interact with. I try to ensure that in whatever we do, there is each of those values that is highly respected. Thank you.
Yes, values are very important. Of course, definitely. So I want to hear a little bit more about what you do. Can you share with us like one example of a successful project that you have managed?
Wow, there are so many, but like you said, one, yes, I will. I will share one. I think I have to really keep relating to where it all started. My story, having been this child was, supported by. So it's a story about my engagement with the different CSOs that I've worked with, and as well as the humanitarian agencies, UNICEF that I worked for, that has built a passion for children. Why? Because every child counts. Dr. Andre, you and everyone else who all started as children, and even today, we remain children to our mothers. So it's a story around supporting the vulnerable children. I remember my first day at my first workplace after university. I was in an environment where I was seeing over 200 patients coming to get their medicine. And these patients were all on HIV care. It was a big number because I had never thought that's how huge the burden was. So it even took me a bit of time to adjust. Would I really manage such an environment? But yes, when I went through, rigorous, trainings, and counseling sessions, I had to accept this is the reality of life. By the time I joined UN about 2, 3 years ago, I had reached out to over 4 million family members and children. I was taking account of my notes, either through one-on-one individual counseling sessions, through group training sessions, through mentorship and career guidance sessions, through private phone calls. Until recently, just I think a year ago, when we had an outbreak of Ebola viral disease, I was among those who volunteered to reach out the affected families and health workers with ray of hope messages, providing psychosocial and mental support so that they can accept that it's treatable, it's manageable, they will not die. So I think it's really my story is about touching the hearts of those that need to be touched most and seeing them get better and have their life saved, providing a high quality of life, looking even better. So it's really what motivates me, and that is what moves me. Thank you.
Well, that's so touching. As a child of abuse, as an abused child, I definitely can understand and appreciate any type of help that people can really put towards kids. Definitely each child needs someone to back them up. So, how do you stay up to date with industry trends and developments?
Yeah, that's a very brilliant question, and I thank you. And I think it's the question that I'm going to answer and immediately tag it to Andre. How do I stay in touch? One is really by exploring and researching on new things every day. Dr. Kelly had to take me through a number of sessions to understand how to come into the boardroom, how to log in, all of the things. But most importantly, I think we're in a world that is evolving over time. Believe you me, after this call, something new will have been invented that you and I probably have not yet known. So it's opened my mind to learning something new every day. And once you have a passion in that new thing, you have to research about it, put in more effort in it. And I have, lived up, grown. It's something I learned from my supervisor, away from my first job, that at least on daily basis, try to learn something new. And it
Yeah.
is really what pushes me through. And then, yes, again, as I mentioned earlier, research and development are very critical because we are a very dynamic world and very competitive as such. So once we get something which has been working, we need to see how to improve it, but also lead to better outcomes and efficiency from the same. So it's my prayer that, yes, after our chat today, the Black Business Olympics should be able to see me in other heights of our somewhat community and those that need the skills. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. You've been able to do some type of quantifying. That's with being able to keep a log on what the amount of patients or amount of people you've been able to touch. Now, in terms of your achievements, can you quantify it in any way?
Oh yes, and that's really very important because I'm sure even Andrew Adams and the team behind there, it is your numbers that measure whether they should keep you on the job, whether they should keep being or tomorrow they say send you packing. Yes, so these numbers have helped me as an individual to grow my career professionally, but also in terms of wisdom, but also most important for the organizations that I've worked with. The numbers, one, we have saved lives. I told you about Baylor, and then recently when we had the health, the household HIV survey for Uganda, the regions where we had worked as an organization showed very significant decline in HIV transmission rates. For example, Teso sub-region, which then had a prevalence rate of 7.5, during our intervention, it had dropped to 5.3. The Rwenzori sub-region, again, where we had been, which had the highest at 8.3, it had dropped down to 6.1. Then recently, about a month ago, another CSO that I worked with till about a year ago in the Elgon sub-region, where the infection rates then were 7.3, had also achieved a decline of 6.1. That's in as far as fighting the HIV epidemic is concerned. But as I mentioned earlier, also for the children that received direct support, and then the families that reached out, these were over 1 million or plus. But there are also individual sessions. When we had the pandemic outbreak last year in the Southwestern District for Ebola virus disease, within a spell of 6 months, we had reached over 15,000 family members as well as people getting information to how to keep safe from the infection, but also changing their behaviors, changing lifestyles to adapt positive preventive mechanisms from getting the infection. And overall, I think really for the support that I've rendered to the different communities, it has shown a very big improvement in performance for the CSOs, but also quality of life for people that were affected, and more children getting support through advocacy and more resource mobilization skills. Thank you.
Okay, great. So let's go over to what your projects, your current projects are. I know of the US Africa Trade Expo. Can you share a little bit about that and any other current projects that you're working on?
Yeah, thank you. Before I'll talk more a little bit about the US Africa Trade Expo, I just wanted to add that, as mentioned earlier, that I'm also a country director for Vision Afrique for Uganda chapter. And this is a think tank where we want to bring all African minds together to work towards the unification of Africa with so many, the initiatives thinking of how we can achieve one language, one currency, have open border. So it's a big dream. So it's a dream that we can achieve if we all, come together to brainstorm on what happened. So that is the current bit about Uganda. So I'm on a recruitment drive really to bring on more buy-in from my fellow countrymen in Uganda, but also Africa at large, to join the respective country offices and then also have registration status in the different countries. That's one. But also two, as you mentioned, where again there's emphasis now for the US Africa Trade Expo that is due in December. Specifically, it will be on the 7th of December, this very year, 2024. At the Landmark Event Center in Lagos, Nigeria. So I was co-opted to join the team. I've been taken on as the East African country's ambassador for this particular expo preparations. So it's an honor to be this. So this is it's coming in because, as you're aware, the United States and Africa for a long time have really enjoyed a lot mutual benefits in terms of trade relations, bilateral. But there is a bit of a recent shift in the market and policies that are kind of presenting businesses and that are forcing a bit of challenges. So the focus is to address the issue of funding, effective network platforms that are created that can lead to a bigger network, which is very crucial in navigating the evolutionary landscape. So this trade is designed to bridge this gap. So how is that? By creating a dynamic platform for businesses, investors, and policymakers to connect with the aim of revitalizing trade, fostering innovation, as well as economic growth overall. And the goal of this is to harness the combined strength of the United States and Africa to create a more prosperous future for both regions. So that's really what I'm very happy to come on board now. And I'm happy that since it is touching both that are in here and then those that have been followed, I welcome you to participate in this Trade Expo. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. So what are the expected outcomes and impacts from the expo?
Yeah, we quite expect a lot. And I must tell you that already there is a very good number that have, confirmed their participation and attendance. And some of this I will mention, I think, before the closure. But let me just summarize on some of our key impact outcomes and then the expected outcomes from this. First and foremost is we want a strengthened collaboration between the US and then the African markets and the businesses. And this is going to be achieved through accelerated innovation and technological advancements, which will lead to formation of new partnerships, in the area of technology, leading to increased competitiveness, as well as advancement in key sectors such as technology, energy, and then climate change, which is a very critical factor for us. The second is we aim to have a very strengthened diplomatic and collaborative relations, whereby the diplomatic ties and enhanced cooperation on the global goals are achieved, resulting in a more robust bilateral relationship and a collaborative efforts in the areas, again, of climate change and sustainable development. And when it comes to industry, yes, it's going to be enhanced and the specific sector growth.
Okay, I do believe that we may be having some form of a technical setback. So let's just take a minute to thank our guests so much for being here. Godfrey Stephen Okaria, thank you so much for all the information that you have shared. And we will take a minute now to thank our sponsors. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please visit blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for September 2024. NC 100, Suede Soul, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Margie McLean Foundation, Inc., Genius is Common, Our TV, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Black Business Olympics, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. I am Black Business.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome it. We stand for those who defy suppression, who speak out, and those who walk the road less traveled. Everyone deserves to be seen and their voices be heard. We're sparking a movement, growing a community of creators united by the desire for freedom, choice, equity, and ownership. At Fanbase, it's all for one and one for all. We support each other to guide, promote, and uplift you in a place where you can unapologetically be yourself. A place where your voice, ideas, and creativity are not just welcomed, but celebrated. We are Black founded, minority funded, and supported by a diverse, inclusive, powerful community that believes in the strength of authenticity and individual choice. Regardless of success or background, we welcome you. The marginalized, the underappreciated, the successful, the superstar. We're for all who seek a space to express themselves freely, where they are rewarded for being their authentic, true self. We transcend labels because only we have the right to define ourselves. We are built for the brave, the culture, the creators, and for the future where everyone has a power to shape their own destiny, where all are empowered, voices are amplified, and freedom is embraced. For the first time, you have a chance to own the platform you helped make popular. It's a revolution, a movement in how we connect, create, and share. Everyone is a creator, and everyone has a fan base. Here, you can be you without limits.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into to what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons that I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Andrea Adams, and I am your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. I am honored to present to you our next presenter, Crystal Lugo. From bank teller to stay-at-home mom and entrepreneur, Crystal is a proud mompreneur with a bachelor's in business management and economics from Virginia Wesleyan University. As the founder and CEO of B&C Gloves LLC, she designed a unique protective fishing glove to enhance the scaling experience. Married to her childhood best friend Brandon, and now a mother of four, her journey began 10 years ago when she left her career as a bank teller supervisor to raise her family. Now let's welcome Crystal Lugo.
Hello.
Hello, Crystal. Welcome to the Black Business Network.
Thank you, Andrea. Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too. So can you share a little bit more about yourself before we go into asking you a million questions?
Absolutely. Well, just another update. So now I'm mom of 5.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, you said it beautifully. As a mompreneur, gave up my corporate career to be a stay-at-home mother and to realize that I didn't have to give up the best of both worlds, right? That I can do something impactful from home. And that's really where my entrepreneur journey began, but it started from yay high as a child, knowing that I love the fact that I could get people to buy things and I could get money and go to the candy store. Really, that's really my journey began, understanding the power of creating my own future. And I'm happy to expound more upon that.
Oh, wow. You said that, and it reminds me so much of my daughter. She is only 12, and she's such an entrepreneur. She's realized the value of the dollar also.
Yeah.
So, can you share with us your personal journey from being a bank teller, supervisor to now becoming this awesome stay-at-home mompreneur?
Sure, absolutely. So yeah, I worked in the banking industry moved up pretty quickly for about 3 going on 4 years. And it was time, my husband and I decided we wanted to start a family. And not understanding the cost with childcare was astronomical. The decision was really made for us. And I embarked on this journey raising our daughter, but the first few, I say 6 months, I became really conflicted. And I guess let's talk about the elephant in the room with moms experiencing postpartum, right? And I didn't really understand what that was until I was actually in the seat and understanding, oh my God, what am I going to do with my life? And I fast forward my life 5 years down the road and said, what am I going to have to show for myself when my daughter's getting ready to go to kindergarten? And am I going to be able to articulate and say, yes, I know all of the famous cartoons and commercials, or what skills am I going to be able to show that not only did I raise this amazing human, but what have I done for myself? And so I decided one night I wasn't going to settle anymore. I am going to set out and create and think of a unique business, but I knew it had to be something different, something impactful. And I was determined I wasn't going to sleep until I thought of an idea. And inspired by a very famous show, I used that traction and momentum to bring about a change for my life and for the trajectory of my family. And so with prayer and persistence, I thought about ways I could improve a coma mixer. And I knew I wanted to create something, but I didn't know what. And as a child, I remember my dad taking my brother and I fishing. And he would always say, be careful when you touch certain fish because it can carry a bacteria called fish handler's disease. And if one is punctured by the fish's dorsal fin, it can lead to painful abrasions and even cause sepsis if it's not treated aggressively. And then also, my father was a fisherman. My grandfather, excuse me, was a fisherman. I remember him going on his. He would take a lot of people. I was too young at the time to go on his boat, but he would go on a skiff and catch all this fish. And so one night I had an epiphany and I saw my product and I knew that was meant something for me from my childhood and understanding the fishing industry now, what they use on the market today is not providing adequate protection. And there's no other product like that on the market. So that's really how my journey unfolded.
That's absolutely amazing. I'm still here today trying to find that special unique product that is like none. So you
Thank
have
you.
definitely been blessed.
Yes, I
Like
have.
amazing. So you talk about creating this beautiful product. You shared your inspiration behind that creation. But tell us, how did you take that leap from idea to execution? Because I know we have millions of people out here with billions of ideas, but they don't ever take that step. How did you take that step?
That's a great question. And yes, once you come up with the idea, right, it's about execution. And so I sat on it for about a year and realized that if I was blessed with the idea, obviously I'm the one to execute it. But how in the world am I going to do that? I've never been an inventor before. Yes, I have family that have been inventors, but not really executed to bring to conception to the marketplace. And so I knew the proper thing was getting it out of my mind and now being able to articulate to either a designer, anybody who can help me transition this into the marketplace. So the first thing was actually protecting it, right? Because you want to make sure you have your legality in place so no one now can steal your idea or steal everything that you have worked up until this point. So a lot of people become scared with even sharing and talking. Yes, you do have to be mindful who you share your ideas with, but speaking with an attorney, helped me to understand what proper steps that I need to do. He says you have to get it out of your mind onto paper and actually create a proof of concept to see if it works. We all have these amazing ideas, right? But not all of them need to be executed. And so he was actually right. I said, okay, well, I don't know if this product works. I had this amazing idea, but now it's time to put it to the test. And so I reached out. I started with the provisional patent. My attorney advised me to get a provisional patent first, which gives me 12 months to have my place holding with a patent office to before I file my full patent to do my market research. And that's prototype testing, validating my product. And so I reached out to a company to ask if they could help me prototype my product. They had no idea what I was talking about, right? And so they told me it will cost $30,000 just to try. And I realized, on one income, failure is not an option, nor wasting money at this point. And so I set out on a mission to create my own prototype. And that was amazing. I spoke to my husband about it, and if he was here, he would vouch that, he said, sweetie, I wouldn't do that. It needs to look professional. But guess what? If you tell me no, that just puts more fire in my tank. And so when he came home, not only did I make the product so well, it worked and I recorded it. And I had made my own working prototype to show that it worked, and it worked well. Of course, there was different refinements that I had to do, but so well that the manufacturer, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I want to show you the product. So well that the manufacturer basically duplicated what I made, as you see here. So what I did was I eliminated the need of holding this archaic tool that people use to scale fish, which can tend to damage the fish because there's hard and soft scales. And then I eliminated the need because people usually hold this very thin rubber glove that can cause punctures. And I eliminated the need of that and made a 2-in-1 unique tool where you can easily grip and scale it. Fish of any size with the palm of your hands, with the fingertips to easily remove the scales. And it's not just for scaling. You can grip. One could say, well, I don't scale fish. I just need to grip. No problem. You can grip it. You can release it with your other hand. You can fillet it. Some may say, I don't even touch fish. I chuck oysters. No problem. It's a unicorn glove. Oysters, lobster, shrimp, you name it. We've made a revolutionary glove that can provide more than one feature for your fish handling or seafood needs.
Amazing. I love the kitchen. So right now, I know definitely you have to tell us, how do we get hold of a pair of those?
Absolutely. Yeah. So right now we are taking pre-orders. We're soon to go to mass production and to release our product in spring of 2025. We did do a small launch last year, and we were completely sold out because we really wanted to get our customers' opinion of what they thought about the glove, right? So that's very important. And they love the glove. So we're doing some minor tweaking to the product, but you can place your order. Purchase it now, pay later at glovescaler.com. That's GLOVESCALER.com.
You guys, you heard that, glovescaler.com. Definitely all the moms out there, I'm sure it will be an asset to the kitchen. So we're talking about moms here now. Let's get over to this balance. How do you do it? How are you managing this business and still you're able to handle a household of 4 kids?
Right. 5. Don't forget the 5.
Sorry.
That's no worries.
Yes, 5. Yes. And congratulations on the addition.
Thank you. So time is important, right? Because that's something, a commodity you can never get back. And so juggling being a mom, a full-time, a wife, a daughter, a church member, you name it, the many hats that I juggle is is really important. And you probably hear my 4-year-old in the background, but you know what? That's real life for me. I can't, be apologetic for the amazing story I'm writing and creating, right? And COVID really taught us about that, like, of some things we have to do from home. Some things we have to juggle. If your kid runs across the street, that's real life, but we're getting the job done. And that is important, that I want to inspire other mothers that, time management is important. Family first. You can juggle business. You can be on the business meeting. You know how many times I've been taking my son to baseball and getting on my cell phone to close the business deal. Being able to be mobile with my computer. So technology, I utilize technology a lot to juggle the different tasks and the different responsibilities. Managing my time while the kids are at school, even though I have one at home. It's a lot easier than having 5 kids running around and now I'm trying to have an uninterrupted time. But you know what? Self-care is also important, that I really try to incorporate. Just getting that mommy and me time to reset, because you can't keep going and not burn out. This is a long journey, whether you are entrepreneur or whether you're working your job that you like, but be able to having that self-care to reset, to do the things that you like, and having those down moments too, right? We're not perfect people. So we will have those down moments of like you want to give up, I can't take another bad news, right? But it's just being kind to yourself and allowing yourself those moments to cry it out, scream it out, eat it out, whatever you need to do to get back on target and have a reset and just fire at it the next day.
It's amazing that you said that. It just gives me, it makes me recall this social media reel where the mom is breaking down, then the kid appears to open the jar and she's okay, then the kid leaves and she's breaking down again. We just have to have those moments.
Yes.
Okay, so what advice would you give to other moms who might be looking to start their business, but they have their family to raise?
Yeah, so the advice I would give is passion. Anything that you do in life has to involve passion, commitment, fire. What is it, that one thing that sparks your interest, that just if you could say to yourself, if I could do this, then XYZ. So I would say, think about something or some things and narrow it down to 2 or 3 things that you really have a desire and a zeal to do. And it's okay that your kids are running around, you're trying to figure it out. Maybe incorporate your kids. You don't know how many times I have put my kids to the test and asked their opinion for things or run different ideas. And my daughter, who's 14 now, she says, Mom, I see you thinking, please, not another idea. Please just focus on what you're doing. So the kids will balance you too, because they see, the commitment. And I tell everybody, my kids are the fire and my husband are the fire that keep me burning. And so allow them your adrenaline, though, let that be your why, right? We talk about your why. What is your why? And my personal why is my family, generation legacy, generational wealth that I want to supply to now my 5 children, 1 daughter and 4 boys. And it's a lot, but they're my why. They're the reason why I get up every morning to continue to do what I do. And so allow your why to lead you to do something great and phenomenal as you're juggling being an amazing mother, an amazing wife, and whatever else spectacular that you do.
Oh, yes, I can second that, definitely. So, whenever we're building something, of course, I was asking in an interview recently, have you ever had any obstacles? And I think that's almost one of those questions you shouldn't ask, because any great things do come with obstacles.
Right.
So, what kind of challenges did you face? Any that you wouldn't mind sharing with us? And how were you able to overcome in terms of building this product?
Absolutely. So you're absolutely right. Everything comes with sometimes, it's not fun, but obstacles. And a lot of obstacles. Well, I can think of several, but I guess the one big obstacle that I faced was dealing with unethical company that said they could bring my product to fruition. And after a year's worth of work working with them and paying them off with my husband and I hard earned money, they started circling back and recanting on all of the work that they said that they had done. And I was devastated, of course, because I had milestones set up based on what they projected they have done. And I think that was the hardest turning point, that I could have just folded up, and say, that's it. I'm done. I invested all of this time. This put me behind the eight ball. I lost some close investors that I had, because again, they helped get where I was. And so it was really devastating. But you know what? You come into companies, and it's part of business. It's not fun, but it helps you to know what to look for, some key indicators, some red flags. So it just taught me now to be, more alert, to understand what to look for in company or companies that say they can help me, and understand, and some questions to ask them, right? Because we're actually hiring them. Sometimes we almost feel like we are a burden to these companies to bring our product to the market. But no, they're providing a service. We're hiring them to do a service for us. And why should we choose you? And so that's something that I've turned around to realize that, you know what? I am the CEO. I'm hiring contractors, hiring companies. So don't be afraid to ask important questions. And I'm not expecting the companies to have every answer, because that's also a red indicator. If you have all the know-hows, that's a problem. But, figure it out together and be hands-on. I'm a very hands-on person. So that was a challenge that I overcame. And I actually took a year off just to, like I said earlier, about self-care and mental health is important, because if you're not okay up here, your business is not going to be okay, because you're the face of the business. You're the one driving the business. And so I just took a year off. I didn't want to talk anything about the glove. But then, you got to get back on your horse. You got to get back on your horse and say, giddy up, let's go. And what's the next step? And how can we do this better?
Mm-hmm. Amazing. You said the glove. I can imagine it meant good. And at some points it meant like a lot of work and focus. So a thing that came to mind as you were speaking was Jamie Lee Kern. I read a book called Worthy. I don't know if you've ever read it, but two things actually came to mind. One, in the sense like sometimes we don't understand our worth when we are approaching people. So as you said, that was really great for our listening audience, other business people or people who are aspiring to be business owners, to understand that you are worthy. And when you go out and you're approaching these people, you're bringing something to the table. So I love that you highlighted that. Yeah. And the second thing would have been talking about balancing in terms of, let me go back to my notes. In terms of identifying this product within the market, how were you able to understand or to know that there was a need and there was a specific market that would really and truly need this product?
Yes. Well, hours and hours of research. I'm not talking about just a quick Google search or using AI. I'm talking about getting your hands dirty and your feet tiring, going to different places to validate, because product validation is key. And when you're dealing with other people's money, they want to see that you've done the footwork. It's your job is to articulate over 10 plus thousands of hours into a 5-minute meeting to convince somebody why you're the reason that they should trust you with $1 million or whatever. And it has. And I think there's a saying, if you have done over 10,000 hours of research, you're becoming experts in the industry. And I've literally put in probably a surplus of those hours into understanding the market, understanding what type of fish, understanding my competitors, not being afraid of my competitors. Like, you want to find products that is your competitors, because it shows there's a need and it shows why yours is going to be better. and why yours is going to dominate the market. So it's understanding, going to the stores, seeing what's on the shelves, going to different states if you can't, speaking to your family, friends, relatives, asking them the questions without leading them to like your product. That is hard to do because it's so easy as inventors or business owners. We can get so stuck in love, right, with our product that you better not say anything against my product, right? No, I welcome that. I welcome the feedback. I welcome the enhancements, because that can only make you stronger and can only make you better for potential entries to come into the market. But it also shows that you are open-minded and you're not naive to other barriers that can create potential risk and challenges. And so, yeah, I understood the market day in, day out, understanding if there was a market, right? Understanding COVID really shot up the fishing industry because mental health experts were promoting people to get out for just being cooped up in the home. So they said, enjoy nature, right? Take walks, take hikes. And if you remember, those who love to ride a bike, could you find a bike anywhere? No, it was completely sold out. Same thing with fishing rods, right? Kids. So that has really boosted sales. And so this is actually within the US alone. The fishing industry is a $59 billion industry just with fishing equipment alone. So we're talking boats, we're talking all of your bait and tackle, all of your fishing equipment or water equipment that involves fishing expenditures. And so then I narrowed it down, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm not selling a boat. But however, when you're on a boat, you're normally fishing, right? So then I narrowed that down and realized that it's still a $1 billion industry with just bait and tackle. And that's all of your fishing gear, like your lures, your rods, your tackle equipment. And so just within the US alone, I knew I had a segment. We haven't even talked about international markets, which is really organic growth. And we know about anything about marketing. We know number one marketing is by word of mouth. And so I really like to engage and just used my customers to speak for my product, such as setting myself up in places where that could happen. And I went to an amazing trade show, which is called ICAST, which is based out of Florida. It's the world's largest fishing expo. And that not only validated my market, but it set me on the map in many countries, and building strategic relationships to validate and to show why there's a need for this glove in the market.
Oh, great. Wow, you really do need to write a book because I know there are lots of people who have ideas. You've already indicated that not all ideas are worth
Yeah.
turning into enterprise, so which is very important. People need to understand that. Then you've indicated about dealing with the manufacturers, and again, I can go back to Worthy Jamie Lee Kern. In her book, she mentioned that she had a great idea for a product. When she sent it to the manufacturer, they leaked it to a bigger company, which they knew they would have gotten more product out of. So what would you advise a new entrepreneur who have ideas? Like how do they secure themselves from experiencing these things?
You know, I would be remiss to say that will never happen, right? And we know anything that we do in the entrepreneur journey is risk, right? But it's how we can protect those risks. How can we narrow down those what ifs? Because we can lose our mind thinking, oh, if I do this, then that. Then you're going to already talk yourself out of doing it. It's taking that leap of faith and having strategic plans, mentors, advisors, having a hub around you, a community that can help you overcome these challenges, these fires, as we call them, put them out as they're coming in is important. So I'm not a one woman operation, right? At first I was, but I realized very quickly I'm going to burn out quickly. I need to have a strategic sphere around me, encompassing me, bouncing ideas off of me. And so by happenstance, I attracted an amazing business advisor, a mentor, an investor who not only believes in me and believes in this product, but helps me understand and to mitigate these risks. And so that's important, surrounding yourself with a team of key people who have done it before. Maybe not necessarily inventing something, because it's very rare you find inventors, but it's the same concept with businesses, because there's risk with businesses, right? Knockoffs or other brands trying to take over your name. So it's still the same thing, and getting yourself a really good lawyer too, because you cannot be an expert in everything. If you're dealing with someone or a company who claims they're an expert in every topic, every subject, run as fast as you can. That is a flag. We are not experts in everything. I stay in my lane. My lane is prototyping, because I really understood that you do not have to spend thousands of dollars to prototype, but you can make knickknacks, like to show that it works. Then sourcing, finding a product design company, which I'm very good at that. And then manufacturing, which is understanding, maybe not the process of how to mass produce something, but know what to look for in a manufacturer. Get your NDA signed, right? Your non-disclosure agreements, which is important. Having a paper trail so you can go back if there's any unethical practices. And vetting is very important. Not going with just the first company that wants to win your accolades or win your services, but it's okay to talk to different companies. And I say the biggest thing is patience. And I can be a very impatient person, because when I want something, I want it now. But I'm just being candid, and I think that's where we go wrong, is not being open and honest, and it's fronting. But no, being patient with yourself, being patient with the process, just being patient on how to wait. If it's not now, delay doesn't mean denied. I love to say that. It just means not right now. And so having your team, having a good lawyer in place, and talking through the trials and the possible risks, not naming all of them, but yes, having a few hurdles that might come up, and have an execute plan. And that's why having a business plan is very important, because the people perish without a vision, right? So you can't do anything without having your own business plan, because it's showing that you've done your research, your due diligence, and it's a living document. So it's not one and done. It's always ever changing. I'm always editing my business plan. Sometimes it's monotonous and tired. I'm like, okay, I'm closing my laptop. I edit this go-to-market strategy 50 times. How many more? But it's going to change, because you're listening to the voice of your audience.
Makes sense. Okay. Can you share with us if there was a specific moment where you felt that your business had truly gained momentum?
Yes. So it's funny. Being on this journey has been a roller coaster, right? It's like a peak and you go down. But some awesome highlights I like to share is last year we had an opportunity to pitch at a pitch competition where I was able to possibly win a grand prize of $25,000. And it was 3 rounds for 60 seconds. The first was pitching for 60 seconds, getting all 3 thumbs up from the judges. Then you progress to the next round. It was 2 rounds. So 60 seconds you pitch, then you go to the final round for the grand prize. And you need to get all 3 thumbs up to win the grand prize. And these were out of hundreds of businesses that came to my area to pitch. And just doing what I do best, which I love to pitch my business, being excited, being passionate. I actually won the grand prize. I mean, it was many businesses, phenomenal. I wouldn't even consider it a competition, because it was more networking and understanding and cheering each other on, right? And for me, I always love opportunity, because you never know too who's in the audience. So I don't always focus on win, win, win. Whatever I do, I just do it to the best of my ability. And so that was a great highlight. We won $25,000, which really helped us get some more prototyping done with our product. And we also were selected to pitch on Shark Tank. For those who are not familiar with Shark Tank, it's like Lion's Den. It's where entrepreneurs were selected to pitch on ABC their ideas to win an investment from the sharks. And out of 40,000 applicants, I was selected to go on the show last year, which was, again, a lot of time, a lot of research, a lot of preparation. And that was an amazing experience of all the hard work that I've done, to be in front of an amazing panel of judges, Mark Cuban, Damon, Barbara, Lori, you name it, and to tell them my why, and was a dream come true. Another awesome component with our business is we have landed our first distributor to help us get these gloves out to the market, which is what I've been really understanding how to do. Not just line on my e-commerce site, right? Just the business to consumer, but how can I utilize the business to business platform? And so again, putting yourself in the forefront, going to trade shows will allow you these tractions to accomplish these goals. So I'm really proud about that.
It's amazing that you mentioned Shark Tank. It's one of my favorite shows. And I was actually going to ask you if you've ever considered going there. So I'm happy to know that you were. It takes a lot. You got a good product out there for them to actually even consider you. So I'm so excited for you and excited for the growth. So can you tell me what strategies you have been using to grow while still managing and balancing home?
Yeah. So some of the strategies I've been utilizing is opportunities. And when I say opportunities, it's leveraging the most out of them. Because as you know, like you said, juggling all the other responsibilities, I can't be in more than one place at once. But it's almost utilizing what attractions will bring the most opportunity at a grand scale. And so I knew going to the trade show, which was the first international trade show that I've been to, would leverage mass opportunity, which it has. And so setting myself up to tend to more trade shows like those is key. Also partnering with your small business development center too. Every area has their own entrepreneur or economic hub for entrepreneurs. So getting plugged into your own community has helped bring about other growth strategies and to help me leverage and to go to events that will help me meet those milestones, as well as what else was I going to say? I lost my mind. Trade shows. Oh yeah, and there's another opportunity. It's called mine is called Virginia Economic Development Center Partnership, excuse me. So they deal with businesses within your community, within their state, and try to help export your business abroad. And so I'm partnering with them to help me expand my business internationally as well, because I know my product is an international product, right? And so I'm partnering with them to talk to different countries, partnerships to expand my business within overseas.
Wow, that's quite a lot of information. Really, really great information. So basically just trying to look into your local markets for support. I know a lot of people are not familiar with the support that they can get due to lack of information. So now if there's a stay-at-home mom who wants to start their own business, but they're unsure where to begin, what would you tell her?
I would tell her to take a deep breath, because we all have to breathe, and brainstorm. It's simple. Get your paper, your pen out, and just start writing things down. Either something that you're really good at, maybe a hobby that you didn't realize that can turn into a business. Something, again, I cannot keep stressing enough about passion. What is something that you're really passionate about? What is something that you do well that you didn't know could turn into a business. Kind of brainstorm with family and friends, not too many people, but just close ones that say, hey, what do you see me really good at? And it can kind of confirm something that's already on your list, right? Then if you have a large list, then you need to narrow that down to, I say, about 3. Then you take that 3 and say, out of these 3, which one that you can really see yourself running with it, no matter the obstacles, no matter the delay, but something that you can really, see yourself doing in the future. And so start from there, brainstorming. It's okay. Thank you. Sorry, I told you interruption, but it's my life. You can still play. Brainstorming and just then execute, and surrounding yourself with a community. They have accelerators in certain areas, depending on your state, that you can get into these cohorts that can help you take concept to basically starting a business. They'll do it fundamentally. And these are free. Believe it or not, these are free because it's, government vested money to help the communities to bring businesses to their market. And so really research these platforms within your economic development centers. That's where I would start. Maybe some colleges and universities that you have attended. They also look for entrepreneurs. And Google is your best friend.
I have a question. Tell me a little bit about this book that you're writing.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, you've spoken into the atmosphere, and so many people have. Yes. So I need to finish, this journey writing my book, actually. But the book is just going to be about, my success and my journeys, making it, departing from, just making it, now being it to the top. And so I haven't came up with a name yet, but it's just going to be about my life and my journey. Like, how can I inspire not only mothers, but entrepreneurs who have a passion to bring their product to the market, about pitching, right? Because you have to be able to articulate and pitch your business to key people, to bring funding to support your dreams. Also, I have an inventors course as well on my website. You can find it, Inventors Academy, that I talk about basically the steps to inventing, actionable steps that you can do today to implement your dream. And even coaching. I love to coach. I love to mentor. So you can connect with me, whether, a mom, not a mom, a gentleman. I love to coach people and just to help them to have one-on-one. So connect with me at glovescaler.com. I'm also on Instagram at glovescaler as well, and just happy to collaborate.
Crystal, it was such a delight having you here this morning on the Black Business Network. Thank you so much for saying yes.
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may visit blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use Cash App BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also would like to thank our sponsors for September 2024. NC 100, Suede Soul, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Margie McLean Foundation, Inc., Genius is Common, Our TV, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Black Business Olympics, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.